like to call this meeting to order. Do we have a motion to adopt the agenda? Second, all in favor? If you would, please rise and join us for the invocation.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, and thank you for all the blessings of life, Lord. Especially tonight, I want to thank you for a great year with the Hall County Schools. Thank you so much for keeping your hand on us. We're getting ready for a new year. We ask that you continue to bless us in the year coming ahead. Lord, forgive us for all those mistakes we make. We pray that everything we do in these meetings will be in accordance with your will, and we pray that they'll all be the very, very best things for the kids of Hall County. Thank you, and in your name we pray. Amen.
And if you'd remain standing for the presentation of colors by East Hall's Junior ROTC.
Attention. Forward. March. Left. Face. Present. Colors.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Colors. Ready. Cut. Left. Face. Forward. March. Left.
Thank y'all. You can be seated. We have a few guests to recognize tonight.
We do. We have lots of guests here that I'm super excited about recognizing. Stan Lewis will lead us in our beginning recognitions. We start with some boys soccer from East Hall High School.
That's correct. The boys soccer program at East Hall High School had an incredible run this year. They are the GHSA AAA state runners-up, so let's give them a round of applause.
It's like magic. Here they come.
Great job.
Coach Zimmerman, would you mind coming up and saying a few words about the boys?
So this is just a few of my guys from this past season. I would say these guys are some of the most focused, hardworking, guys with character, with courage, and they competed so well throughout this season. They did so much, both on the field, off the field, lifting each other up, working hard, pursuing a common goal. And I think, while we didn't get the result we wanted in the final, they should know that they've achieved so many amazing things this year, and they're going to have memories for a lifetime. So I'm very proud to have gotten to lead these guys this year.
And Coach Zimmerman, that is a testament to your leadership, and I want you to know we appreciate that. Sorry. Kayla's going to take your photo. Get in there, Principal Gibbon.
Congratulations again,
Hold up
guys.
there, Rich. Hold up. Hold up.
Congratulations. While your soccer skills are exemplary, I did hear tell that your principal struggled a little bit with her video skills. Would that be true, Ms. Gibson?
Yeah, I saw that on social media. It was all over the place.
It was great, but she got so excited. I don't know what she was videoing. I saw the field and I saw all sorts of things, but well done. Well done.
Great job, guys. Boys, y'all can, there you go. There you go. Great job, proud of y'all.
Great job. Okay, up next, Oh, wait.
I have a little surprise.
A
I'm sorry.
surprise?
I want to real quickly mention, this is Athletic Director Adam Rich from East Hall High School. We just recently found out he is the Region 8 AAA Athletic Director of the Year, so give him a round of applause.
Congratulations, Adam. Well done.
Very indispensable part of the team out at East and here with all the athletic directors in our department, so thank you, Adam.
Well done. Congratulations, Adam.
Thank you.
Okay, next up in the way of recognitions, we have our literary quartet state champions
State
from
champs from
Chestatee.
Chestatee High School and Miss Lisa Bassett.
And not only are they here tonight, looking dapper, I might suggest, but they're actually going to give us a little bit of a performance. Is that right, Miss Bassett?
Yes. So in the past 2 months, these guys have won 2 state titles, one for GHSA Literary Quartet and another for the State Kiwanis Music and Arts competition. So they've won over $5,000 in scholarship funds, and they've done it all with humility and great sportsmanship and character. So they're going to sing a short song for you today called Swing Down Chariot. We hope you enjoy.
Oh, oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Oh, Ziggy rolling out in the middle of the field. He saw an angel working on a chariot wheel. He wasn't particular about the chariot wheel. He just wanted to see how a chariot feels. Well, Ezekiel went down and he got on board. The chariot went a-bumping on down that old road. He wasn't particular about the bumping of the road. He just wanted to lay down his oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me rock. Oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Oh, the sinner, he went out in the middle of the field, and then he started working on a chariot wheel. He wasn't so particular about working on that wheel. He just wants to see how a chariot feels. Then an angel saw that sinner working hard there in the field. He said, "Oh, unbeliever, Ezekiel, rise that wheel. The chariot will swing on down that old and bumpy road. The chariot's the place to lay your head. Oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, sweet swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Oh, rock me, Lord, calm and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Swing down, chariot, and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, and let me ride. I've got a home, I've got a home, I've got a home on the other side.
Wow, state champions indeed. How awesome is that? We have certificates for each of you. I think they are by name, Chairman Harrington. So let's call out those names if we can. On each one. That is awesome. Okay, so we have Connor. Where are you, Connor? Connor, tell me your last name. McClinathan. Congratulations, Connor. And Fabian Hernandez? Well done, Fabian. Franco Esquilin? Close? All right. And then Jaden Barnes. That would be you. Congratulations to each of you. Well done. Thank you again. Okay, in the way of state championships, you have another.
We do. We have another state championship. This one is from North Hall High School. Our girls' track program came away with the state title. They are state champions by 1 point. It was an exciting finish. I've got both coaches here tonight, Coach Four and Coach Heaven, and they're going to stand up and tell us a little bit about the team. The team has its priorities in order. They can't be here tonight. They're playing powder puff football.
Listen,
But
as
they'll
a
be back
girl
in the
mom, I
fall.
know the importance of powder puff
Yeah,
football.
there you go. But this was a big deal, and so we wanted to recognize them tonight. So Coach Heaven and Coach Four, please come up.
First things first, we just want to give honor to God because none of this would have been possible without Him. I just want to say thank you guys for having Northfall here tonight. A full circle moment is that last year we was here, and until the season we actually got runner-up last year by a half a point. So it felt pretty good to be on the side, but on the side of the shooter side because of our girls worked really hard this year. Our motto was leave no doubt because we knew we came up a little bit short last year. So the goal was how do we finish? How do we leave no doubt that we are the best and first ever girls track team for Norfolk State Championship, and as far as right now as I know, as Boyd was telling me that we may be the first ever in Hall County history. So we just want to say thank you guys for having us tonight, and we look forward to see what next year holds for us. So thank you.
Well done. Well done. Yeah, come out on this side so that we can. There we are. Congratulations. Well done. Okay, and continuing this recognition train that we're on, we have Dr. Amanda Llewellyn who's going to come forward and talk about our AP Honor Schools. Amanda?
Thank you, Ms. Gerard. It is my pleasure to be able to celebrate our AP Honor Schools for the July 2025 AP exam scores. They are, the state recognizes schools based on the year prior's AP exam scores, and we were very pleased to have all of our schools recognized as an AP Honor School, with many of them earning multiple achievements as an AP Honor School. We had a couple of schools who couldn't join us tonight, but we're going to recognize the ones that are here. And so we're going to start with Chestatee High School, and David Bishop is here to accept on behalf of Chestatee High School. So come on up, Mr. Bishop. And Chestatee was recognized as an AP Access and Support School, Humanities Achievement School, STEM School, and STEM Achievement School.
Congratulations to Chestatee. Well done.
And next up, we have East Hall High School, who is recognized as an AP Access and Support School and an AP STEM School. And we have Ms. Jen Gibson here to receive the certificate on behalf of East Hall. And we also have Flowery Branch High School here tonight, and we have Mr. Joey Farah, the principal at Flowery Branch, here to accept the certificate on behalf of the school. And Flowery Branch was recognized as a School of Distinction, Humanities School, AP Humanities Achievement School, STEM School, and STEM Achievement School. Congratulations. And we have Mr. Jonathan Edwards here tonight to accept Johnson High School's AP Honor Schools recognition, and they are recognized as an AP Access and Support School. Congratulations. And lastly, we have Miss Rebecca Hartfield, who is the AP coordinator at North Hall High School, and she is here to accept the certificate on behalf of the school. And North Hall was recognized as an AP School of Distinction, STEM School, and STEM Achievement School. Congratulations.
And then West Hall, they're not here tonight, right? But let's go ahead and talk about their award.
Sure. So we have West Hall, who is recognized as an AP Access and Support School. And we also have Cherokee Bluff High School, who is recognized as a School of Distinction, Humanities School, Humanities Achievement School, STEM School, and STEM Achievement School.
Thank you, Amanda. So while they're not here tonight, we certainly want to recognize their achievements. We'll get them their certificate. So join me in congratulating these schools.
Before we move on from recognitions, I'd like to mention one more that's not on our list. Tonight will be Brad Brown's last board meeting with us. He has officially retired. And they do still need bus drivers, so you can fill in sometimes.
And substitute teachers.
All right, next consent agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda? Second, all in favor? Curriculum and instruction.
Okay. In the way of curriculum and instruction tonight, we wanted to bring forth to you our cell phone, I need to fix that language. I continuously do that. The personal electronic device policy graphic that we plan to use to market our new board policy. Thank you, that word wouldn't come to me, that you all have already approved. So this will be what we want to put out far and wide, beginning almost immediately, so that our parents and our students, our stakeholders know the expectation for next school year moving forward. So Dr. Carter is going to talk to us through that.
Yeah, I can't take credit for the graphic. That'd be my secretary, Selena Davis. She does all the cool stuff. But as you know, the board policy and this new state board rule is kind of wordy. So we wanted to make sure that students and parents know the first graphic you see across the top, what you need to know, those things. It's more than just a cell phone policy. You see there the watches, the meta glasses, the earbuds, headphones, tablets, gaming, which we hadn't had an issue with gaming in a while, but we want to make sure those stand out. And then down below, you'll see what the violations are. And then also, you see there kind of in the lower half, kindergarten through 8th grade, no electronic devices during school. It's a reminder there that there's no electronic devices allowed. And then the difference there on the right you see for 9 through 12 is during transitions and lunch periods only. And so we wanted to make sure that those things don't do stand out, but there's also the wording that goes behind it if they want to read a little more in depth. Any questions?
I just wanted to say on the 9 through 12, I'm hoping we'll do some big information out there that
Yeah.
this is your last year. Enjoy it, seniors, because after this year.
Yes, we will,
you
and
know,
I think our principals are going to put that out as well, and I think that we really will put that out in the next spring be the time to get that promotions out.
promote that,
I
yes.
agree with that.
Yes. Legislation has passed that as well, but that won't go into effect until not next school year, but the next school year. So
So-
you're right, Dr. Smith.
With the smartwatches, if you don't have a cell phone, can you still wear the watch or no?
That answer to that well, the state board rule is if it can connect, anything that can connect, send or receive, and so if they connect it to our wireless, then the answer to that would be no, because it would be, it can connect, send and receive data and messages, and so for K
Because-
through 8, that would be no.
That's right, because Bo, my watch, like I pay a separate plan, so I don't have to have my phone for my watch to receive a call. So because we can't, detect that, then the answer would have to be no.
And we've had a lot of questions about MacBooks too, because they can do Snapchat and text messages as well. So that may be something we may be discussing with you as a board next year as we move into 9 through 12, because those students are the ones who typically have the access to the MacBook. So still more fun things for us to tackle when it comes in the way of personal electronic devices.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. I do think that we're going to see a difference in student attention as we move to those. Before you get too far gone to your seat, let's go back, if you will, and let's talk about our next item, which is exam exemption for middle school Carnegie classes.
Yes, so as you guys know, last year you approved for us to do exam exemptions for high school classes and had an A average and 5 or less absences. Our middle school principals have requested for the same exam exemption policy to extend to those high school classes that are taken at the middle school. So physical science, 9th grade lit honors, Spanish, those types of classes, they would like the board to consider approving exam exemption for those Carnegie credit classes, the same as the high school classes.
Questions, discussion in regards to that? You know, we did that this year. I haven't given you the data to support that, but I will tell you that we saw quite the decline in student absences. And so we kept getting those questions that Dr. Carter's referring to. The students are expected to do the same rigor, the same course. We really make sure that even the syllabus is the same. So if you're taking algebra concepts and connections in 8th grade, or you're taking it in 9th grade, it's the very same course. And so we got lots of inquiry about, well, why could they not then exempt the exam for those courses as well? So we wanted to bring that to you tonight. We would like approval, but if not, we could certainly let you think on that and bring that back to you in a few weeks. That wouldn't go into effect until next year.
Next year.
I think it's appropriate to have the exemption follow the course as opposed to the grade level. I
Okay.
mean, it only seems fair.
And that was kind of what our middle school principals thought as well.
Y'all want to think
I
about it?
like them taking tests to get the experience of that, but I do think it's almost discriminating against the middle school, because that goes on their high school transcript, so
That
it's
is
the
correct.
same exact thing that happens in high school.
Yes,
In fact, it's tougher for a middle schooler than a high schooler to pull that grade that you need. So
Yeah.
I think we're almost going to have to say that that's okay for them too, since they
Okay.
are taking a high school course, getting high school Carnegie unit for that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do y'all want to vote on it tonight, or will you
I'm good to vote on it.
All right.
Anybody? Yeah.
Motion.
have a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Thank you. I think our middle school principals and families will appreciate what, that following the course rather than the grade. So thank
Now,
you for that
The
consideration.
test can change the grade, so you're making it, different for a high schooler to make that grade than you are a middle schooler.
That's exactly
So,
right. So
yeah.
it is different expectations for really the same course and credit. Okay, to finalize this area tonight under teaching and learning is field trips. There are lots of those in yellow tonight, some that you have seen. There's a few that were time sensitive that I'm asking tonight for approval for.
Yeah, y'all had a chance to look at those?
All right, John.
All right, do I have a motion to approve field trips?
I have a
Do I have a
motion.
second? All in favor?
Thank you.
Physical report, financial report.
Yes, sir. The financial report for April is before you. If you'll notice, we have overall, if you look at our expenditures, we're trending about a couple percentage points behind, below budget for the year, which is what we like to see. Overall, you'll see that we're carrying a fund balance at the end of April of about $114.7 million. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you, Jonathan. I do think, Mr. Chairman, that we do need approval tonight.
Do I have a motion for approval? Second? All in favor? And we've gone through our annual audit. Would you like to speak to that just briefly?
Yes, sir. The audited financial statements for fiscal '25, which were just completed at the end of March, are before you. Each year, the state requires us to undergo an annual financial audit as part of our annual reporting package. That audit occurred in January, went through March. They issued their final report. We received what is called an unqualified, or what they call a clean opinion. No findings of any sort in the report, but if you have any questions, just let me know.
A lot of information there, and we appreciate the job the financial department has done. All right, business, contracts. Cheryl,
Yes, Cheryl.
lost her on that back row there.
This is information, Cheryl, correct, that you've already presented, so they've had a chance to peruse and look over.
Correct. Just here tonight to ask if you have questions.
If I could go through anything, explain anything, if you are good with everything that I've sent to you, it's the bids for SY27 for food, milk, supplies, and all those nice things that we use in the nutrition program.
Are y'all
Along
all-
with our meal prices, I believe they're going to be on there. I don't know if it's on this one or the next one.
It's on the next item,
Okay,
so let's
good.
do one at a time, please.
Thank you.
Are y'all
Any-
okay with approving all the bids at once?
You've
Done a great job on trying to get us the best deals. I appreciate that.
We work it every day. Every
Do I
day.
have a motion to approve bids? Second. All in favor?
Thank you so much.
And then Cheryl, you want to just talk quickly about the meal
Certainly.
prices?
Absolutely. We strive every year to keep those meal prices in check. We are required to have price increases if we're at a certain paid lunch equity between free and paid, et cetera. It's a federal thing. And this year, we are asking for a 5-cent increase in breakfast and lunch for students, adults, visitors across the spectrum. And if you'll notice, from 2015 through 2027, our meal prices have been historically low because we really make sure that we keep these prices in check so their families can afford them. And we appreciate them, the students participating with us. So, and we are a little higher free and reduced than a lot of our neighbors, so their prices may be much higher on the paid scale than ours because of that fact. The overall, though, we are historically low among our neighbors as well. So if you check other prices, we're proud of that. And these are the SY27 in bold, so you can see the history there.
I'm
Any-
surprised you only had to go 5 cents because groceries have gone
Oh, yeah.
significantly higher than what this is doing.
Yes, you're exactly right. Not to say that we won't, no, I'm just kidding. No, really, this is something I work really hard with the budget. We watch it, we monitor it, we keep up with meal counts every single school day to make sure that we're on track with what we budgeted and forecasted for the school year. So,
You don't need approval for those, do you?
We actually do need approval for those,
Because those are going to
please.
go out into, on the website for the public, and I believe some of our
And-
agendas are already hoping that this gets approved tonight.
That's right.
Do I have a motion? Second. All in favor?
Thank you so much. Any
Thank
questions,
you.
you always feel free to give me a call. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Matt?
We have reports on 3 major projects tonight that we still have under construction. First off is North Hall High School. As you recall from the last meeting, we have completed the 3-story addition, and we're now working on renovations. The renovation work that we've been able to move ahead with at this point is the former administrative area that will become the counseling suite. So they're working in that area in preparation for, as soon as we can get the kids out of the building, we'll work into the remainder of the renovation areas, which include the student restrooms, the clinic, a corridor that cuts through back to the bus drop-off area, the family consumer science lab renovation, engineering lab renovation, and we'll actually be adding an additional set of restrooms near the cafeteria on the back hall. So all of that work we'll be heading into that as we move past getting the kids out of the building. But at this point, we're in good shape and just have a lot of work to do this summer.
Any questions regarding that update?
Okay. The next one up is World Language Academy Replacement Elementary School. And this one is, we're moving along very well on this one. We're well on schedule. Should be in it next fall. Sorry. We'll be in fall of '27, so not fall of '26. But things are moving along very well. You see the building beginning to get its look. We have the brick going on. The ephes, which is the stucco finishes going on, getting some of the windows in and that sort of thing. So it's beginning to look more and more like a school. Really moving along very well.
Any questions regarding WLA? I know they're looking forward to that new building. The principal's already been in and taken a look.
And the last one we have tonight, report on is Fly Branch Elementary School. If you recall, we Just to get a jump on the work, this is actually a summer project, but we did start construction here over spring break. We were able to work with the school and put up safety fencing to separate the playground from the areas that we're working in. So the first work was about stormwater detention. All of that work has to go in first and all the piping. We're beginning to work also now on the expanded car rider line. And again, as we move into summer, we'll begin to get into some of the other work in the front of the building. But this is moving along very well. And again, same thing, a lot of work to do this summer, but we should be in good shape.
All right. I think you have a funding request also.
We do. Have one funding request. This one, if we could get action tonight, would be really helpful. This is actually a project that we've already requested, but this is additional funding. Doing some research with the school, we determined that the lighting and soundboard needed to be replaced as part of this project, so we're asking for additional funding of $195,000 for this project.
Do I have a motion? Second. All in favor?
Thank you.
That'll bring it up more closely with the other schools, correct?
And Matt, if you'll check out at North, the last two performances I've been to at North, they've had difficulty with sound. I don't know if it's the microphones or the system or what, but they've
Sure.
had difficulties with sound cutting off.
Okay, we'll look into it. Thank you.
Personnel.
Yes, you have the personnel action items in front of you this evening. I sent those to you on Friday, but if you have any questions tonight, I'm happy to answer those.
Okay, Chairman, Hall County School District Will Schofield recommends the personnel packet to be approved as presented.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
And if I might, I'd like to give you guys a vacancy update really quickly. We have a little less than 40 vacancies for teachers, and that's actually I know it sounds like a lot, but since we have over 4,000 employees in the school district, that's actually a pretty good place to be at this point in the school year. And so our principals are in the flurry of activity of not just wrapping up the school year, but also doing interviews, and we're getting some really good candidates. So we're in a good place at this point as compared to previous years.
Thank you. All right, if nothing else, it's time for citizens' input. Frank?
I'll note that it's cold and dry in here tonight. More than 98% of the state is facing severe, extreme, or exceptional drought, according to the most recent U.S. Drought Monitor map released last week. Those are third, fourth, and fifth most serious, respectively, on the federal government's 5-tier scale. Most areas have accumulated rainfall deficits of a foot or more over the last 6 months. Some locations have shortfalls of more than 15 inches. The Georgia Environmental Protection Division Director was weighing a Level 1 declaration in response to the drought. EPD staff informed all public water systems in the state on April 17th that it was considering the move, and then held a series of meetings with local water managers to discuss the plan. If drought conditions don't improve, EPD could move to Level 2 of its response plan, which would trigger new water restrictions. Those would include reducing landscape watering down to 2 days a week and barring other outdoor water uses like running ornamental fountains, non-commercial pressure washing, and washing cars. The winter rains didn't come like they usually do. Georgia saw its 4th driest November on record, and the below-average rainfall continued through March. That was followed by a bone-dry April. Abnormally high temperatures that have baked much of the country in March and April have exacerbated the problem. It has been known for years that human-caused climate change loads the dice in favor of hotter temperatures, as well as wild swings between periods of extreme drought. Craig, the last thing, or one of the last things that Will addressed at the April meeting was a high cost of health insurance for employees. Everyone wants to be healthy. The challenges causing climate crisis make all of us less healthy. Those high rates for health care are not going down. Including solar installations throughout the school system represents an investment that keeps on giving. It also reduces the use of our sky as a sewer for greenhouse gases. It is a win-win proposition. It's time to move into the 21st century and protect the future of our children. Who is wise and understanding among you? By your good conduct, show your works in the meekness of wisdom.
Thank you, Frank. Before we move on to our board training, I'd like to remind everybody, if you haven't noticed your emails, text, ads on TV, tomorrow is Election Day. Please get out and vote if you haven't already. We're going to take a brief break, grab some food, and come back for training.